Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is a little late, we're a week behind. If you watched my last writing vlog, you know that is because last week, the first week of April, my husband was in the hospital with a Crohn's attack, so we're a little behind. That's actually why I decided to make this video in the first place. I just feel a little out of sync, a little messy. I'm currently working on a writing goal of writing a book to query ready / editor ready in a quarter, but I didn't get to start the first week of April. So instead of feeling behind and like living in the mess and the jumbledness, I'm just gonna do a reset. We're refreshing for Q2. I'm a very goal-oriented person, so it's very important for me to have these moments of calm where I reflect and think forward and decide how I want to structure my life. So that is what we're doing today. I'm going to start with some reflections because last quarter I changed the way I go about achieving my goals. If you haven't read the 12-week year, that is sort of how I am going about life right now. So I ended up accomplishing way more than I ever thought I would, and I didn't find the 12-week year until like past January. So all of the goals that I achieved within 2 months instead of 3. And for me, it was like my productivity just shot through the roof. So I knew when April was coming around that I definitely wanted to take the time to figure out my new quarterly goals and to plan them out by the week. So that's what we're doing today. And kind of like a lot more because it's just a mess everywhere and I just want to reset everything. I've got some orange slices in my water today, keeping it super fresh, super light. I am changing up my candle just for today to this Cursed Island candle. It is like a salty pineapple smell. It's like the best pineapple candle I have ever smelled in my life. If you're interested in these candles, I have them linked down below. They are a small batch company and vegan and cruelty free, so I love that. So first I just want to go over some of the goals I actually accomplished, what went well and what didn't go well this last quarter. I had way too many goals, but somehow accomplished most of them. I really don't know how, except for I attribute it to the 12-week year planning and making sure that I had tasks within my week. But for now, I just want to focus on what my broad goals are for the quarter and of course what I accomplished last quarter. So I set up all of this. This was a dream come true. If you haven't watched me do that, I will link the video above. It was so much fun. This space is so much more than I imagined it would be, and it just makes me feel so good and so productive, actually. It's weird. Your surroundings really do mess with your head, and this one messes with me in a good way. This is a weird one. We moved here last year and we hadn't seen the dentist. So we all went to the dentist last quarter, finally. And I set up a cleaning schedule for my home. It has done wonders. Again, back to that, like, your surroundings affect you. I just really needed to set up a cleaning schedule and stick to it, and I did that last quarter. Next, my husband and I implemented no eating out every other week. That kind of helps with budgeting and health. I would say for the most part, we stuck to this, and we're just kind of still working toward it, but I'm definitely feeling better about the choices that we've been making. Next, I planned out my son's 3rd birthday party. It was so much fun. It was at a learning center in our community and they brought out animals and they made liquid nitrogen ice cream, and actually I ended up just letting them plan it, so it was like no stress on me and we had a good time. And lastly, I'll go over some of the writing / YouTube goals that I had for myself. Like I said in my yearly goals video, also linked, I don't really have YouTube growth goals, but I had this idea for a 19 episode / video series that I wrote this quarter. It's a surprise as to what it actually is, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I was successful in writing those videos out. I still need to do a little bit more work on it polishing wise, but I'm happy with where I got it to last quarter. For Kiss of the Dragon, I finished my last edits on it. That was like a huge thing that I achieved that I kind of completely forgot about, and I've been querying it. No takers so far, but quite honestly, I've been dabbling in self-publishing and researching it, and I'm being swayed, so I don't know where I'm going to end up on the publishing spectrum. So we'll see. I don't know. That's in the air. But lastly, I took Publish and Thrive, which again ties into the researching self-publishing, and it was amazing. Very insightful. Got me really interested in self-publishing my own work. Like I've said before, I have a 6-ish book series of a Neverlands retelling that I really don't think fits the current traditional publishing market, and so I was really curious. That's like why I'm dipping my toe into learning about self-publishing. I kind of truly do believe that no matter how good I make this book or the series, I just don't think that it would actually get picked up by a publisher. But I love the story and I really want to write it, so one of these days I'm gonna get around to that, and it will probably end up being self-published. So I don't know, maybe who knows? Not me. It definitely feels good to like think back on all the things that actually happened the past 3 months. Because I'm so goal oriented, I'm always pushing forward. I never really take time for reflection unless I sit down and make myself do it. So like these videos is pretty much the only time I'm looking back and thinking, wow, like you are doing things. Just like seeing everything on my list, it feels good. Like, yay me, I am actually accomplishing something out here. But the main thing that I didn't get accomplished, which turned into like an active decision, if you watched my last goals video, I wanted to launch another channel where I showed my planner spreads with stickers and stuff, and I busted my butt to do this. I have like so many videos filmed and like a good chunk of them edited, and it was time to actually upload them, and I just realized the amount of extra work I put in to filming and editing and all that, whatever, all the things that go into actually creating that second channel. It was a lot of work, and I really just wanted to be spending that time writing. Ugh. So right now it doesn't fit into my life, and I realized that if I actually launched the channel, obviously I would have to keep it going, and I don't know. Also, my husband's schedule changed. He spends a lot more time home now during hours I would have normally been working. So it's like I ended up with less work hours, but more to do with the second channel, and I just realized like that clash is not a pattern that I want in my life right now. I'm not saying that one day I won't do that channel because it was a lot of fun, but it's just not how I want to be spending my time right now, especially because I want to be writing this trilogy that I'm working on. So that's just not happening anymore, and I have to be okay with it, and I am okay with it. I still use my planner and I still decorate it. I'm more so blown away that I even got the amount of work done that I did. Like, seriously, I was like ready to go. I had thought about maybe posting some of them on this channel, but they're just not writerly related, so I don't know about that. But now I want to take some time and set goals for next quarter.
I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink.
Okay, so I set my goals for next quarter. I am really excited about them. I think that they are accomplishable. I took each goal and listed out every task I would need to accomplish to actually achieve the goal, and then I organized them by week. I'll probably type this up and make it look better, and then I will like have a master that I look at every week that I readjust as the weeks progress so that I am staying on track with my goals and like evaluating what I accomplished and what I didn't accomplish. But for next quarter, my goals are to write 1 book in 1 quarter. I've had the idea for this for a while now. That's actually why I started in April doing Camp Nano, and I am vlogging that. If you're interested, I'll link the playlist. But that's actually one of my goals, so I'll go ahead and mention that one next. I want to participate in Camp Nano and vlog it, so we're in the middle of that. Then I do have a reading goal. I want to read 6 books this quarter because I have a yearly goal of reading 24 books, so that means that my quarterly quota needs to be 6 books. Also, while I am working through those 6 books, I need to be throwing in some debuts in there because I had a goal of reading 6 debuts this year and I have read 0 so far. So I did order my first one. This is Unseelie by Avalise, I think, Houseman. I don't know. I follow her on Instagram, and it seems like a really cool book. It has autism rep in it, and I am super excited about it. So this is going to be my first debut read of the year. I've heard really fun things about it, so I'm excited to hop into it and hopefully pick up some more. If you have any 2023 debut recommendations, I mostly read YA, but I would love to hear them in the comments. Please put them in the comments. YouTube wise, I do want to get that series ready to be published. I don't want to publish it next quarter. Well, I mean, I guess if I get it there, sure, but it's going to be a lot of work, I think. I'm not really sure how much work it's going to be, so I'm not going to stress about publishing dates, but I want to be working on it and get it as close to like publishing ready as possible. Some home goals, which I don't normally share, but I figured why not, since this is like a quarterly reset video anyway. Some home goals that I have is to continue to work through my cleaning schedule that I set up last quarter, and also I want to tidy up our porch because it is getting warmer, so I want that space to be inviting and like a place that we want to be in. Right now it's just winter's dumping ground for everything that belongs outside. So I want to get that straightened up, make it feel cozy. Health-wise, this is actually another thing I didn't mention. For last quarter, health-wise, I was working on taking my vitamins, probiotics, and minerals, and I want to continue those habits throughout this quarter. I also want to work out more. Any kind of movement counts, in my opinion. I want to like make sure this might sound weird, but I want to sweat more. Like, I want to like actually work my body more. I'm chasing around a toddler 24/7, it feels like, but I actually want to be intentionally working out a couple of times a week. I hesitate to actually put a number on it, but like for setting goals, you kind of need to do that. So I guess 3 is the magic number. I would like to move my body intentionally 3 times a week. And I also want to do some skin care focus. Like, I just need to revamp my skincare routine, I think. I haven't in a while, and I'm in my 30s, and I just want to make sure I'm like practicing good health and taking care of my skin. Lastly, one fun goal that I have, this is a weird one though, I have been throwing axes. I've been going to this place and throwing axes, and it's kind of awesome. And so one of my goals for this quarter is to continue to do that. It's like a good workout and it's a lot of fun, and I don't know, it's just one of those like fantasy realm skills that I'm like, yes, I do want to know how to do that, and I just want to continue to practice it. So I want to do that more. I'm not putting a number on it because I don't know really anything at all is more because I've only gone a couple of times. So yeah, now I need to reset my wall calendar and work on my April spreads in my planner. So I'm actually not going to like overdo it like I do most months. I'm just going to keep them simple because I do actually want to write some today. So we're going to do that next. We're going to do it quickly and efficiently. Hopefully get some words in today.
You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me.
So here's just like a super quick flip through of my April planner spreads. I did them really quickly. They're just kind of slapped together, but I kind of think they're cute enough. This one I wanted to keep light and airy, fresh and springy. And this one, I don't know what this is. It's like vintagey colors with a pop of neon. And like kind of a little bit of like filigree-ish. I don't really know what to call it. But I think it's cute. I think it's probably my favorite one from this month. And then we have this one, which is kind of just like maybe a little boho. We've got like a house plant thing going on. I like this dark teal color, and like the just plant puns are fun. So yeah, that's it. I just skipped last week because we did not function last week. Yeah, I think that one's my favorite. I don't know though. This one's growing on me. So, yeah, these are my planner spreads for the month. I kind of slapped them together. They're a little more messy than normal, but that's okay. I still had fun doing them. Creating these planner spreads is one of my favorite things to do in the month. It's just another creative outlet for me, and it's a way to shut my brain off while still being slightly productive, if that makes any sense at all. But I just really enjoy it. I really like the idea of being purposeful with my life, and that's why I like to plan and set goals. And so I like that space to be tidy and aesthetically pleasing when possible. I also do a very functional, not pretty spread. Like I use 2 different layouts for 2 different things where I can be messy and functional in one and then like more put together and creative in the other. So those are my creative spreads. I have a lot of fun doing them. It's more of a relaxing thing more so than anything. But next what I'm going to do is clean up. I'm going to do like a digital declutter because everything I did in Q1, like all of my visuals and things like that, I just saved on my desktop. It is a mess. So to continue with the theme of keeping things light and airy and just cleaning up our mess from Q1, I'm going to spend some time and actually rework my desktop and hopefully just get it cleaned up and feeling much better than it does now.
So catch me if I fall.
So here's my new desktop vision board. I wanted to keep things bright. I wanted to keep it airy, but also one of my main goals this quarter that I am focusing on is writing a book in a quarter. So I wanted it to be writerly. So this is what I came up with. I'm very happy with it. I think it will spur on relaxation and productivity at the same time. Just like peace and joy is what I was going for, but also making sure we're hitting these goals and being productive. So I like it. I like how it turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Lastly, I want to go over some favorites of this last quarter. Now, I did revamp this whole space and redo my desk. So these 2 items that I got off of Amazon have been so fun to use. I just think this gold mouse is so pretty. And this keyboard, I absolutely love the color of this keyboard. And it has like a decent clicky sound. You get the gist. But Super cute. They both work really well, so I'll link them down below. And the last one's a little weird. Because Andrew has Crohn's, we've gone down a lot of weird health rabbit trails, and one of the gut health rabbit trails that we went down led to fermented foods, which led to this book. This is Fire Cider by Rosemary Gladstar, and it's actually a really pretty cover. I don't know if you can tell, but this is like gold foiling right here. It's so cute. It is the cutest cookbook I think I've ever seen in my life, but it has a ton of like fermented recipes. But the recipe that is actually the favorite is their Fire Cider chili recipe, and it lets you substitute the fire cider with apple cider vinegar. And I thought at first that it would taste so weird, but it is addictive. It's almost like, you know how salt and vinegar chips are addictive? That is the same vibe of this chili, and it's also a vegan recipe, which we eat mostly vegetarian, so I appreciated that. So I know this is like a weird favorites to share, but like I couldn't not share it. We have had this chili so many times, and it is so good. So I definitely recommend this cookbook if you're into like fermenting your own foods. We've done a couple of the other recipes and they're also good. It's like weird fermenting your own food. It feels wrong, but it tastes really good, and you know, you get that extra probiotic boost, so it's really good for your gut, which is something that we are always trying to focus on. So if you want to check any of this weirdness out, I have it all linked down below. That is my quarterly reset. I can already tell I feel like so much more organized, so much more ready to tackle my goals. Thank you so much for coming along with me. If you have quarterly goals, I would love to know about them in the comments, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!